So I think today we could start actually, I know I've been saying I wanted to do power off 180s, but let's actually do some power off 180s today.
Okay.
I mean, it's still landing practice, it's just no power.
You want to do it here?
Yeah, we'll do it here.
No, I don't see anything.
I did find a good example of an airport where if you don't read the chart supplement notes, you look silly. John Wayne, it says in the notes, like, whenever you're departing or arriving at the smaller runway, they want you to approach at a 15-degree angle so that you're not like parallel with the big runway there. There's two runways there. They want you to approach like that and depart like that.
Clear that because the big airplanes.
So the big airplanes are landing and taking off, so they want you to split apart. So that's, you know, if you don't read the chart supplement, you'll look silly coming in John Wayne.
Crazy. Alright. Everything else checks fine.
All the way up?
Oh yeah. I just did that.
You got it all the way up? Okay.
Yeah. This one's the other way around. Wait,
Yeah, yours is that one. Are you sure you're all the way up?
Yeah. I'll do it again.
I think. Yeah, I'm just double checking. Yeah, you were there. You were there. You had it.
Okay. Everything's backwards in this one. This is normally on this side.
Marry them up flat. Other way, spin this one around. Nope, this one.
Oh.
There you go. See how they're flat? And yep. There you go.
Seatbelts, we both know how to use them. Air vents, we both know how to use those too. Fire extinguishers here, we're equipped. We can use exit doors. If we need to egress, just don't go in the front. Stay away from the propeller. Traffic, we'll both scan and let each other know if we see traffic or not. Maintain a sterile cockpit during takeoff and landing.
And taxi.
And taxi. Any questions?
No questions.
Yep. Awesome. Okay.
And I'll be the acting pilot in command. That's another item they want you to cover on the
Really?
The briefing. Yeah, I think I put it at the top of that list. It said, oh, I don't have it there. That's maybe I made an edit. Might want to edit that.
Okay.
But who is pilot in command?
Okay, did all the exterior summary, seat belts, track, back lock. Okay. It's locked. Carb light is off. Make sure it's forward. Throttle light.
Flew it.
We're the first one today.
to normal. Actually, all the other ones are
It's
abnormal.
easy.
Yeah, so the owner, you know, greases that up. You know,
okay.
he does a good job of maintaining this one.
Okay, brakes. Mirror prop. Oh wait. Yeah, master on. The beacon is on. Max start.
Looks clear. Did we top off on fuel or anything?
Oh yeah.
So it's asking, do I want to refill? Hit yes.
That's what I was doing.
And then hit 40 gallons. That's full. And then it should stop. There you go. So the fuel totalizer, that's the fuel totalizer saying 40 gallons remaining.
Okay.
Oil pressure's good. And we can get our avionics switch on and then continue the checklist.
There's the
Montgomery clearance delivery.
DLT again.
6182 Papa.
That wasn't right.
It was a different plane though. Yeah, that was a different plane.
Ground. I'm sorry, is your clearance open?
We do everything on ground right now.
Roger, I'd like to file for VFR flight following from Montgomery to Kilo, India, Yankee Kilo. And 10,000 feet, Oceanside, Seal Beach, Palmdale. Direct. And I've got Victor.
Well, I can't put in all those places for you.
You're looking at brownfield, so go to your favorites.
Clearance going that route, then you're going to have to file that in the VFR altitude. That direction will be 10,500.
You don't have Montgomery in there, so.
Yeah, okay, I'll head.
So we'll just go
request a
KMYF.
westbound departure then out of Montgomery, please.
So you
and we'll add it to your favorites with the little star. The right star. There you go, now it's in your favorites. Okay. Alright, we need ATIS.
And the 681 to your Papa on our cluster.
ILS runway trade right approach in use, landing and departing, runway trade right and runway trade left. Notice to air emissions, runway trade right, runway alignment indicator lighting unusable. Use caution for cranes in the vicinity of the field. Hazardous weather information available on flight service frequency. Runway trade right departures 125.7, runway trade left 119.2. For clearance delivery contact ground, advise on initial contact give information, Victor.
Might leave the mixture here too.
125.7 information, Victor.
For the right side runway.
1653 Zulu, 11704, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 15 dew point -2, altimeter 3028. ILS runway trade right approach in use, landing and departing, runway trade right and runway trade left. Notice to air emissions, runway trade right, runway alignment indicator lighting unusable. Use caution for cranes in the vicinity of the field. Hazardous weather information available on flight service frequency. Runway trade right departures 125.7, runway trade left 119.2. For clearance delivery contact
oil
ground,
pressure
advise
mixture is
on initial
required.
contact give information,
Okay,
Victor.
and then we're ready for taxi.
So everything's green. Okay, I need to figure this out first.
Let me get this information,
That's
Victor. Time
RPM. What's the math?
11704.
Manifold
visibility
pressure.
10, sky clear,
So that's like a power
temperature
indication, but
15 altimeter
these both go
3028.
up and down together, so you can ignore manifold pressure.
Oil pressure on temp there, no good.
Where's
Where's my amps?
You've got it. Volts, amps, and you've got volts and amps as well over
Oh,
here.
they're all there.
Everything's over here, or you have that as well.
Sorry, man. I'll take picture of these. I'll review these when I get done. Oh, the voice, the audio, the last one? What a beer.
Oh yeah.
It sucked anyway because I couldn't see anything. I just see the front.
I think it's like the cable has to be plugged in prior to hitting start. I think that's what it is with GoPro.
Okay, so we're staying in the pattern, which is a for touch and goes.
Closed traffic. You can say for touch and goes, but closed traffic is the terminology. Go to COM 1
Supposed to be in Juliet
and hit
Hotel Golf.
continue.
Juliet Hotel Golf. Full reception.
And one more continue. This is a test page. It's just showing that the data is correct. And then
18.22. Okay.
yeah, it says right there Montgomery ground, and we have
Victor.
Victor ready to taxi.
Montgomery ground. Skyhawk 172 Romeo Whiskey is at executive, ready to taxi for a closed traffic. Approach with Victor.
This is a 172 Romeo Whiskey, Montgomery ground, runway 28 right, taxi via Juliet Hotel, Alpha Tower frequency 125.7.
Taxi via Juliet Hotel Alpha for 28 Romeo, 125.7.
This is a 2 Romeo Whiskey, didn't get your call sign, need to runway 28 right with your call sign.
Just say 28 right, 172 Romeo Whiskey.
28 right, 172 Romeo Whiskey.
Thanks.
Clear left, clear right. Remember to do your brake check. I know you are already kind of testing your brakes, but just announce it.
check?
Yep, good. You don't have to come to a complete stop, but just announce it. And so that the I'm testing mine are good. Your controls?
My control.
Just announce it so the examiner knows that, yep, I'm doing my brake check before I move too far.
I need to do a lot more verbal.
Yeah, clear right.
Right.
Yeah, I just do that brake check right as soon as I'm leaving the spot, brake check, and then just continue on. You don't have to come to a complete stop, just kind of tap it to confirm that
Just
yeah,
confirm it's stopped.
you're slowing down, and then go. Learjet. And see, the fact that he told us towers on 125.7, like, you did a good job by not reading it back because it's like advisory information. It's not an instruction.
Okay.
So you read it back correctly. You just missed your call sign, I think, back on
I
the
did.
back. So I'll put that tower frequency on standby. Clear left, clear right. That's another kind of unwritten rule whenever you're in a crewed environment is no secret typing. Meaning, never, if you're ever going to change something, announce to the pilot, the other guy, what you did. Yeah, so I changed something, I said, I put that on standby for you, you know, I don't want to, like, mess with it without you knowing. Don't ride the brakes, either reduce power or, yeah. We're right now so far away from hitting anything, we can go just a tad faster, just a tad faster.
You know I was riding the brakes. Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew that. I could tell by the sound of the engine because I know exactly what hum of RPM you need to accomplish that speed. And so if I hear the hum of the RPM higher and I see that we're going slower, I can tell.
Yeah, okay.
I can tell you're riding the brakes, and I can kind of feel it too a little bit.
Clear 269 Julia Romeo Montgomery ground, taxi Mentor via Hotel Cross runway 23.
I can feel slight like pitching moments, you know, going forward when you touch the brakes. The sixth sense you develop once you become a flight instructor. Don't ride the brakes.
It's warm already, man.
Might not be enough room for us,
No.
so we'll just go to the right side
right
and get
side,
close
right.
to the Bonanza. That's General Atomics airplane, the bigger one.
Who?
General Atomics, my last former company. See the blue symbol on the tail?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their General Atomics symbol.
Where's the office at?
They have a lot of offices, but the one I worked at is in Poway. They have Rancho Mirage.
The one in the back area?
Yeah, he's actually moving, so let's see.
He's probably gonna move.
Yeah, let's see if the Bonanza moves. Yep. Yep, he's gonna move. Pro, aileron into his blast. There we go. We'll just line up next to him with maybe 6 feet clearance or so on our right wing to his left wing.
A little more?
Yeah, come up a little bit. That gives the next guy a little more room. And you can come a little bit closer. Just angle a little bit more to the right. That's good. Right here, straight. That's good. Right here, stop.
Okay. Run up check. Got brakes. Fuels on both. The trim set for takeoff. Flight controls. Elevators up and down. Turn right. Okay, you got the instruments. Start moving. Is the heading? Okay,
It's 283. It's 283 and a half if you want to be specific. So if you want to, some people do 284 on the right runway here.
And we're going for pattern altitude, right?
Yeah, 1400.
Okay.
We could set up our GPS nav on that 283 heading as well. So just hit direct.
This is direct.
That's direct. It's worn off. Go nearest airport, Montgomery, and then 28/course 283. It's pre-populated 287 because that's what's direct to the center of the airport. But click on course, and then type in 283. And then enter, and then activate.
Right downwind, Victor.
Now you've got, on the downwind, you'll put your purple diamond on the tail of that, you'll be right in line.
Golf Hotel Alpha Tower frequency 125.7.
Okay, make sure this power primer in and locked. 1500 RPM. Back test. There's a loss right there, that's good. Right? Looks good. And carb heat test. That looks good. And vacuum, it's in the green. Amps, the green light's good. All pressure is in the green. All temp is getting to the green. And idle check.
Remember to put carb heat on before the idle check. Put the carb, pull the
I
throttle.
did already.
No, but we want to check it when it's at idle because it loads the engine up and makes it really check that it's not going to die on idle. Right?
Okay,
Now
got
carb heat off and then back up to it like a 900 to 1000 RPM.
Okay.
We can also adjust this instrument right here. So if you push in on that and rotate, match it up to about 319 degrees. That's 39. We need 319. 319's over here. Oh, okay. There you go. We can just put like the heading bug on 283.
This is 1914 Hotel Montgomery.
Readjust that.
Oh, yeah.
These are your vacuum instruments.
Golf, we'd like flight
That's good, right?
Yeah.
Oxnard and
Yeah, you just set this to whatever. We're kind of on a slope right now.
Right.
But once you get flying, you set it. You just set it on the horizon once you're level.
Okay. Well,
That one you
do
can't
you want to
adjust.
do it? No? I mean, do you want
You
to
can't-
follow that?
No. You can't adjust it. So we're not even using this one. It's backup.
Right. Okay. That's run up. And, measures plan. Okay, we, set for takeoff and we get an issue before rotation, we cut the power and apply brakes. And get out of the runway. Issues with, runway remaining. We're gonna take off and we have runway remaining, we'll just cut the power, land in front. Pretty much. And anything up below 1,000 AGL, we pick a landing spot within 30 degrees left and right. 163 is there, 805 is there, we can make it, land it.
And while I'm on board, it's a 500-foot turn back.
When you're aboard, you're taking over, your landing is over. Back to the airport. I'm not gonna say that though. Issues above 1,000, we're just gonna turn around and land at any available.
Steep turn back.
Steep
45.
turn back, 45 degree turn?
Yeah, 45 degrees.
That would be a power off landing, right?
It would power off because your engine's dead, yeah.
There's that. Okay. And that's the briefing.
Montgomery ground, Cessna 4922 Delta, executive, eastbound, Victor.
This is a 4922 Delta Montgomery ground. runway
Yeah,
28
switch
right
to
taxi
tower.
80 Alpha Tower frequency
Hit the
125.7.
top one. Hit the top one. There you go, wait a second, make sure no one's talking.
Montgomery Tower, Decathlon 62 Foxtrot Tango coming up 28 right Alpha, right downwind.
And then we'll just say, holding short 28 right,
Okay, ready, stand by.
ready to go close traffic.
Montgomery Tower 172 Romeo Whiskey is holding short at 28 right, ready for takeoff for close traffic.
That's 172 Romeo Whiskey, Montgomery Tower, ready, stand by.
Don't need to say anything. He got his call in before us.
Yeah. Doesn't have to do a run up or what?
He might have already come in and landed. So you only do the run up at the beginning of the day, essentially.
And that's a tandem.
Yeah, that's an aerobatic airplane. No flaps. It can, do barrel rolls and rotate.
Short landing, steep.
Short landing. It probably lands similar distance to this plane, maybe just a tad shorter, but it's aerobatic. I got my tail dragger in that type of plane. My tail dragger endorsement.
How is that? Tail dragger.
Hard.
That's a bit interesting, right?
It's really hard.
Hard in what part?
Directional control and landing.
172 Romeo Whiskey, if you're on, your seatbelt is out the pilot door. All right, thank you.
Yeah, open the door. We got something sticking out.
The bag.
All right. Make sure it's locked.
It's locked.
I wonder what that helicopter is doing. It's like on the departure end. It's in the way.
Yeah.
Chopper 8 traffic directly over Miramar southbound at 3000 and Cherokee. They'll be descending once they're over the airport.
Let's scoot over here just in case anyone comes. So sharp right turn, sharp right brake. Power about halfway in. All the way on the rudder. And then reduce power to go straight. Let off the brakes. And then keep going, keep going, keep going. Sharp turn left. Power, power, power. Left brake. Pin that left brake. And straighten out the nose wheel by going full opposite rudder and then brakes. Reduce power. Now that helicopter moved out of the way. Now we're not blocking anyone.
What is he doing? Oh, the accident. See a fire truck's down there.
Yeah, it must be a car accident.
Yeah.
And they go 2 Foxtrot Tango. Make a left downwind approach. Runway 28 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 28 right, left downwind, 62 Foxtrot Tango.
Left downwind, they're probably going to switch them into runway 28 left, and maybe they're shutting down 28 right or something. Yeah. They're probably going to give us the same instruction. Yep. Alright, they're going to have to do a run up. We're already called, so we know we're in our spot, so we can scoot forward. Overshoot the center line a little bit so that you can angle towards the final approach and check that it's clear. Just never let any part of your body go past that line. You can't have your wingtip hang over that line. And on the check ride, if it's like blocked here,
Early crossing okay for 64.
don't taxi in that green area.
Okay.
Unless you get permission from ATC, like let them know. Like one time.
Yeah, early left turn approved. Early left turn approved, 2 Foxtrot Tango.
Okay, turning left downwind for left crossing over 62 Foxtrot Tango.
Yeah.
A fuel leak. Venting.
Yeah, that's normal because they topped it off. That's the vent.
He only had 10 gallons of tank.
Bring it up to like a 900 or idle. Something's going on that they're not going to let us take off for. That accident for some reason.
Yeah.
The helicopter's way over there now.
He's crossed over.
Helicopter's way out of the way. He's over to our 11 o'clock. Out to the right, more to the right. See, way out there.
I see.
2 Romeo Whiskey, make right traffic, runway 28 right, clear for takeoff.
Right traffic, clear for takeoff. Go ahead, read it back.
Right traffic, clear for takeoff for 72 Romeo Whiskey.
Clear final.
We're still doing right traffic.
Yeah, so now they're like fully opening up the runway, I think, again, because the helicopter's out of the way. Take this turn a little slower. Don't follow the yellow line. Just aim for the white line. All right, line up. Wind is from the left. See the windsock?
Yep.
So we need left aileron. Ease in the power. Heels on the floor. Full power. Airspeed's alive. Oil pressure's in the green.
Yep.
A little bit of back pressure. 55. Just shallow climb out initially. There you go. Get some speed. Set up our crab angle.
And now Montgomery Tower, 62 Foxtrot Tango. We're going to be crossing over the final over toward Lake Jennings.
62 Foxtrot Tango, thanks. You can start your northeast bound turn.
62 Foxtrot Tango.
Tower, Skyhawk 2 Romeo Whiskey. When you're able, we'd like to take short approaches, but if you're not able, just give us normal touch and goes. Cessna 2 Romeo Whiskey, roger. Yeah, actually short approach is approved. Runway 28 right, clear touch and go. 28 right, clear touch and go, short approach, 2 Romeo Whiskey. Cessna 2 Romeo Whiskey, traffic a mile north of the airport. They're at 2,000, my helicopter maneuvering. Looking. Traffic in sight, 2 Romeo Whiskey.
He's low down there, so no factor. All right, clear right, coming right. This just means look over here. Yeah, it was just flashing for temperature, I think. Oh, we got this helicopter. Okay.
I see him.
We'll level off at 14.
Montgomery Ground, good morning. Citation 79 Alpha Julia is ready 28 right IFR.
Let's get our seat jumps done and hold 1400.
Okay.
9 Alpha Julia, hold short, 28 right.
Seagums, carbon heat is full on. Gas and both.
Direction 3,500.
Undercarriage. Make sure I'm full rich. Prop set. Seats and switch is good.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is when we're abeam the 28, I'm going to kill your engine abeam 28, and we're going to glide it in and try to touch down on the numbers 28. Come a little to the left, we're kind of converging in here. Alright, go ahead and pull your power to idle. Pitch for best glide, throw some trim in. Keep going downwind, I'll tell you when to turn. This is the hardest part, is judging when to turn, but it takes a good 20-25 seconds going downwind before you turn. If you're 1,000 feet above the runway here.
65, right?
Yeah, 65, and look back at the runway.
Okay.
So try to, if we're going to touch down on the 28, try to convince yourself to be high for that. So look at the runway.
Okay. I think I'm a little bit.
You're still a little high. Keep going, and I'd say go ahead, turn base.
Do I do flaps?
Not yet, until you are sure on base leg that you are high. So let's wait until we can see, lean forward to see that runway.
Okay,
what do you think? High, low?
A little bit high, but get there though.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I don't want to put flaps in yet. Just continue maintaining 65. And we don't want to stretch the glide, so always maintain 65 until you get down to the runway.
I think that
turn final, yeah. We're on a pretty good glide path, I'd say. I don't want to quite put flaps in yet. It may be like a flaps 10 landing. Traffic on our side, no.
Yeah, I see it.
Wind calm.
Alright, so just hold 65. If you ever need to extend the glide, once you get in ground effect, you can slam the flaps down and you'll float another 500 feet. Go ahead and put flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
And we're at 70 knots, flaps 20.
Flaps 20 and 70.
And flaps full, we're gonna make it. That'll slow us down. Just nose down at the threshold to hold your airspeed. Alright, start a round out. Hold it off. Just hold it 1 foot off as long as you can. We're at 10 feet. Come down. Lower, lower. 5 feet, 3 feet, 2 feet, 1 foot. Good. Good, good, good. All right. Flaps, carpet heat, full power on the center line. That was good. We were really close.
Yeah, we were close. I was losing a lot of airspeed though.
That's because the drag for the flaps
Also traffic, under 1 o'clock.
is not linear, so going from like 20 to 30 degrees of flaps is so much more drag.
Okay.
So,
Because I noticed we were like maybe 20 feet.
yeah, so me calling for full flaps was probably premature.
Okay.
If we had stayed at 20 flaps, we would have been maybe a tad high, a tad long.
I guess that's fair launch.
Okay.
And then you can always use forward slips to
Right.
get add drag as well.
Yeah, I needed to practice that one because I thought about that too, but I was like, yeah, I'm not ready.
If you contact, that's how your discretion.
On the private pilot check ride, if she fails your engine in the pattern, you don't have to make any point. You just have to make a safe landing.
4922 Delta, holding short, 28 right, eastbound.
So the 4922 Delta, Camera standby number 2.
Make sure it's clear.
It looks clear to me.
All right, clear.
Cessna 2 Romeo Whiskey, extend down 1 o'clock your base. Traffic will hold in position and depart before your arrival.
Extend downwind.
Extend downwind 172 Romeo Whiskey.
Okay, this is gonna be a normal
This will be
touch
a
and go.
normal touch and go.
And Montgomery Tower, fire SQ 3 is ready to switch to Gillespie.
Rescue 3, Roger, contact Gillespie Tower.
Thank you much.
Drop rate, you can contact Gillespie Tower as well.
So we'll make our landing point the numbers again.
Okay.
So that'll make your aiming point the captain's bars.
Sedation at Niner Alpha Juliet, runway 28 right, line up and lane traffic downwind.
Our right fuel sensor is a little buggy, so it's complaining about low fuel on the right tank, but we know it's full. So it's just a bad sensor.
Track 6 Tango Alpha, and when you can, fly over Highway 52 as best you can.
One more time, 6 Tango Alpha.
6 Tango Alpha, again, just overfly Highway 52 on your entrance to the downwind.
I'm gonna start
6 Tango Alpha.
landing checklist.
Okay.
Carbies on. Gas in both. Undercarriage set. Make sure it's good. Prop set. Seat sensor is good. Checklist complete. Come on, get down. A little bit too much.
Archer 57 Papa, early right crossing, please.
Turn right cross, 157 Papa.
Station 9 Alpha Juliet, wind calm, runway 28 right, clear for takeoff.
Add that power back in.
Field clear for takeoff, 28 right.
Cessna 22 Delta, runway 28 right, line up and lane traffic downwind.
Line of away, 28 right, 22 Delta.
Dock 6 Tango Alpha, traffic departing 28 right to citation, they'll be westbound.
Roger, 6 Tango Alpha.
Cessna 22 Delta, make a right down departure, runway 28 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, right downwind departure, 28 right, 22 Delta.
Cessna 2 Romeo Whiskey, base crew, runway 28 right, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, runway 28 right, 72 Romeo Whiskey.
Archer 57 Papa, number 2, flying.
All right, reduce
Cessna, turning one
power.
mile right base, runway 28 right, clear touch and go.
Clear right.
Clear right, clear touch and go, 57 Papa.
If you want flaps, you can
Flaps
probably
10.
do 10. Yeah.
Sedation 9 Alpha Juliet, traffic 12 to 11 o'clock, a mile and a half, same direction, 1,800 climbing, so Cessna, actually they shouldn't be a factor. Contact SoCal departure, good day.
9 Alpha Juliet, good day.
Just don't let that speed get below 70 until we're on final.
Yep.
Let's square our turn, so go this way.
Track 6 Tango Alpha, thanks. You can resume the right downwind now. Appreciate your help. Citations off your right is high, no factor.
Roger, got him in sight, no problem. We'll be in right downwind, 6 Tango Alpha.
All right, we're just a tad high. We can point the nose down a little more.
Cessna 22 Delta, extend upwind. I'll call your cross when you're going to pass behind a Cessna 1
Make
o'clock.
a shallower bank because we're
All right, we'll extend
shallow
out
out the
one
bank.
to the right for wake turbulence, 22 Delta.
2 Delta, yeah, that's perfect.
22 Delta.
Flaps 20.
Laps 20.
Yeah.
Track 6 Tango Alpha, traffic headed right low as a Cessna. They'll be turning out eastbound behind you.
No factor.
Roger, 6 Tango Alpha. 6 Tango Alpha in sight.
6 Tango Alpha, thanks. And you'll be number 3 to the runway, looking for a Cherokee. 12 o'clock, 2 miles, 1,300. They'll be turning
Reduce
stage
power
there shortly.
more. Get us
It'll be
back
number
to
3,
65 knots. Drive at the captain's bars.
Cap bars.
That's like right at the display
Yeah,
threshold.
I
All those
got the one
piano,
base
piano
in sight.
keys. The piano
Tango,
keys.
thanks, yeah, follow the one on base, runway 28 right, clear to land. Traffic will turn left base for the parallel.
By driving at the number?
You want to land on the number. but
Okay, okay.
Aim at the
piano bars.
Aim at the piano keys for to land on the numbers. Now we're sinking a little bit. There you go. 65 knots, drive at your point. Nose down to the
Cherokee
point.
2226 November, Montgomery Tower, right, stand by landing traffic.
Pick the nose up, pick the nose up. Drive at that point. There you go. Now you're driving at the point. Now your aiming point needs to be closer to the letter R. A little, maybe just a tad before the R. We're a little slow. Reduce power. Flare. Hold it right there. Too much. Hold it a little more. Alright, flaps up. Full power. Carburetor heat. Left aileron. Full power. 2,000 feet remaining. Whoop. Gotta add that right rudder in.
That's 57.
Power goes in.
Hard.
Power goes in. Right rudder goes in. It's gotta be
Yeah.
simultaneously.
So I was feeling that landing portion of it. I pulled.
We had like a micro balloon.
Yeah.
And then I said, oh, too much, and you kind of let off too much, and that put us.
That was too much. That was like
Yeah.
I felt like I only moved it like an inch.
Yeah. It's very tiny, very tiny. So I might whenever I balloon, this is what I do. I let off like a millimeter, and I immediately pull again.
Okay.
That's what I do in a balloon.
But how much do you pull off? I mean, pull back again.
It comes back to judging your height above ground.
Okay.
So if you balloon a little bit, we are losing more airspeed. We can make our right turn, which means that the flare angle is gonna have to be slightly higher. But yeah, the correction for the balloon is either to go around or to slightly let go and then immediately pull again.
Okay.
Wind 2503.
Right rudder. $100 to go.
Montgomery Tower, Cherokee 8401 Tango holding short 28 right, close traffic with short delay. Cherokee 8401 Tango, Montgomery Tower, stand by number 2.
Okay. Landing checklist. Carbine on. Gas in both. The carriage. Mature forward.
Shock 6 Tango off, hold short runway 28 left. Short 28
Seat
left.
and silver set.
Cessna 2 Romeo with the extend down, I'll call your base for a couple departures.
Stand down with call base at 72 Romeo Whiskey.
Cherokee 2611, make right traffic, and 28 right.
Now you can say one or the other because extending downwind and calling a base is like saying the same thing but twice.
Okay.
So I pick one or the other. Just say extend downwind 2 Romeo Whiskey, or you'll call my base 2 Romeo Whiskey. We'll just hold 1,400 feet, maybe 85 knots or 80 knots around there, and we'll make sure we don't drift away or too close.
Cessna ahead, extending downwind.
That's enough. That's enough.
Shock 6 Tango Alpha, thanks for your help. Cross runway 2 left to Charlie, contact rest.
3 left over the ground, have a
A
good day.
little left, just a couple degrees.
CT.
Don't descend. Lift the nose up.
Cherokee 8401 Tango.
Trim a little more nose up because when we
delay
slow
for
down, the
right
plane's
traffic,
going to want
right
to
to
nose
take
down, so you're going to have to.
Approved, and we'll
At 80 knots, it requires a much higher pitch angle to maintain level flight.
Take out, 0, take out.
I'm about 5 degrees left. And this parallel.
Let's see Romeo, see base approved, runway 2 right, clear touch and go, Charlie, we'll turn left base for the parallel.
Right.
Clear touch and go to 8 right. 72 Romeo Whiskey.
Cessna Alpha number 2 following the Cessna,
Clear right.
runway 2 right, clear touch and go.
Number 2, follow the Cessna, clear touch, go to 8 right.
Bring the power back another couple hundred RPM and flaps 10.
3 right, clear to land,
Flaps 10.
And you can just say 2 Romeo Whiskey or 172 Romeo Whiskey.
Let's try that, man.
You-
Keep forgetting.
You always say 72 Romeo Whiskey, so you're like, I'm
I
not going
know.
to say the 1.
I can use it, what, at least 3, unless there's a... Okay, I'm gonna go a little
Yeah,
bit
a little high, a little fast. But not anything we can't correct. This is a good bank angle for intercepting. Pro, rolling out.
Beautiful right there.
Pro.
Look at that.
Monterey Tower, this is Bonanza 806 uniform.
A little bit trim up.
10, flaps
Waiting
20.
for takeoff, IFR.
All right, lift the nose up a little because right now we're aiming in the grass, so we got it. There you go. Now we're aiming at the end of the runway, so just somewhere in between those two. There you go. Now you're aiming at the piano keys. Now you're aiming at the grass again here, so lift the nose up a little bit and shoot for 65 knots. Now you're aiming at the numbers. Now the piano keys.
Cherokee 26, number 3, following a Cherokee on a 1.5 miles right base, runway 28 right, clear touching F. Number 3 to left, clear touching F. Cherokee 26, 28 right, clear touching F.
65, drive at the piano key.
Yeah, I'm looking for a spot on my windshield that I
Cherokee
can
26,
focus on.
28 right, clear touching F. Clear right, clear.
Yeah, you're doing, looking good. Looking real good.
Montgomery,
65 is there.
Yeah, you're looking perfect. Keep driving. Keep driving down.
0, Charlie Foxtrot about 5 miles east of Mount Helix, requesting a straight
Little
in.
nose down, nose
straight
down.
right, like to follow the
All
localized
right,
in.
round out, round out.
726, Charlie Foxtrot, Montgomery Tower, make straight in,
A
runway
little more
28 right.
flare, a little more flare.
Right,
That was pretty good.
Charlie Foxtrot.
Stabilize, flaps up, full power, carburetor heat off. Rotate.
Rotate.
Good, that was a good
That was
landing.
a nice one.
Yeah, that was good. That approach was perfect.
We did. As soon as we turned final,
You turned right on final. You judged that turn. You were right on glide path, right on airspeed. Can't do more better than that. A little bit of right rudder.
Cherokee 26, remember traffic on left base for the pillar on my stairs. Cherokee 840, Tango number 2, following Cherokee turning 1 mile, final runway 28 right to clear touch and go.
In the queue for 28 right, and we're clear touch and go, 840, Tango.
Traffic we're following. Another guy in the downwind ahead of us. Keep the nose pointed up. We're flattening it out. Gotta keep climbing.
I see traffic right there.
Yeah, we're following him.
Arch 2857, Papa cross from me to a left in contact ground.
Cross runway 28 left in contact ground, 285 Papa.
What's 172 Romeo Whiskey, number 2, following Cherokee head, runway 28 right to clear touch and go.
Number 2, 28 right, 2 Romeo Whiskey.
Alright, there's our traffic.
Uniform expect about 3 more minutes.
I'll roger that, 661.
Regular touch and go, I guess, because we missed the.
Yeah, another touch and go.
I see that. That's the traffic, the one we were looking at, right?
That's him.
Dang,
And we
they
can
sent
double
it
check on the
fast.
screen. I always kind of double check on the screen to make sure that I'm not. What's happened to me many times before is I pick out a guy and I say, oh, that's my
That's
traffic.
not the right one.
And it's the other guy or something. So you always got to kind of double check that.
Landing checklist, car, gas, undercarriage, make sure full range, prop set, seat was good.
Good.
And then we're gonna reduce power here,
Yeah.
1500. I think we can do, okay now?
Yeah, you're
How far
good.
is it?
You're good. You got enough spacing now.
Yeah, under 115, I'm gonna flap
I'll
stand.
usually let them come off my wing and then count another 3 seconds or so, and then turn. If it's a jet, I might turn
Sooner, because they're fast.
like right when they're beam.
Okay, I'm gonna put flap stand in.
Alright.
Get high still.
Start your turn.
Turn is final.
Don't want to overshoot here. Yeah, this is a good bank angle. So we're low, but we're also fast. So just trade the airspeed for altitude. So just don't add power, just lift the nose up. That'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You go flaps 20.
Flaps 20. Oh.
Montgomery Tower, Archer 408, Charlie Alpha at 3000, descending on the ILS, full stop for Montgomery.
Archer 408, Charlie Alpha, Montgomery Tower, continue.
Alright, a little slow,
Continue,
power,
408, Charlie Alpha.
drive at your aiming point.
Trigger 26, remember, acquire base, traffic will be holding in position. Flight 68, uniform runway 28 right, land from waist, traffic right down.
65.
Say again,
Driving.
684.
Flight 68, uniform
Driving.
runway 28 right, line up and wait.
Driving.
Idle by wait, 684.
Idle.
Wait.
Trigger 26, November,
Hold the
traffic
foot off the
holding in
ground.
position.
Hold the foot off the ground.
Traffic inside, 667.
Alright, flaps up.
Someone's 0 Charlie Fox, right, give me follow
Full
Cherokee right down.
Flying Cherokee, 0 Charlie Fox.
55, rotate.
26, remember, you turn
Rotating.
base.
55.
Turning base, 6 number.
Flight 68, uniform runway 28 right, cleared for takeoff, traffic up.
Something's missing on that one.
Yeah, for takeoff, 684.
So we could have, if we just held 1 to 2 feet off the runway, let the airspeed bleed off for another 1 or 2 seconds, then it would have been ready for to start sinking again and flare and then make a nice touchdown. So you need to fly the flare a little longer.
Okay.
28 right, cleared.
But I didn't.
Number 3, 28 right, clear to land, 408.
Flying the flare a little longer just means hold altitude, just hold 1 foot for as long as you can.
Okay.
Alright, we're number 4.
Clear,
clear.
28 right, and we'll extend downwind. We'll for the traffic before one to go.
Looks like we got traffic to follow.
Montgomery Tower, this is 409 Charlie Alpha. We're holding short on 28 right.
Left rudder when you do left aileron.
409 Charlie Alpha, Montgomery Tower,
Good.
it'll be about 5 minutes.
Right rudder with right aileron.
And 68 uniform, contact SoCal departure.
Guys, look out, 684.
Yeah, the fuel gauge on the right is inoperative. We'll let the owner know.
Okay.
Archer 408 Charlie Alpha, continue inbound, cancel line of clearance, traffic will be holding in position.
Continue inbound, 0 Charlie Fox.
2 Romeo Whiskey, extend downwind, keep on the Cherokee, 12 o'clock in the mile.
Extend out, downwind, following Cherokee, 2 Romeo 50.
Say again for 60 Charlie Foxtrot, you want us to go around?
Symbol 0 Charlie Foxtrot, negative.
Okay, continue.
Okay, man. Landing checklist will be carb heat, I suppose. Under carriage, make sure props, seatbelts and switches set. Checklist complete.
Alright, check in with the runway and your ground track diamond, make sure we're still going good.
And Tower, Cherokee,
Altitude.
401 DD, call our base.
Trigger 840 Tango Look Code, the Cherokee's coming up here 2 o'clock in the mile now.
Strap inside for 8401 takeoff.
Archer 409 Charlie Alpha, runway 28 right, line up and wait, traffic 2 mile final.
I
Line
lost
up and
him
wait
again.
on 28 right, 409 Charlie Alpha.
Trigger 01 Tango follow, Cherokee, traffic over Lake Murray, 2,900 B for the Pella runway.
Alright, we'll follow traffic for 8401 takeoff.
Nose up.
Symbol 0 Charlie Foxtrot, turn left to Mike, over runway 23, cross runway 2 left, and contact ground.
That's a long base.
28 left,
Downwind.
contact ground, the other side.
Yep.
0 Charlie Fox.
Somebody taking off that they're making some room for. Don't descend anymore.
409 Charlie Alpha, runway 28 right, clear for takeoff, right down.
They're getting someone to take off. That's why they had us extend is
Archer 8 Charlie Alpha, runway 28
to
right,
get
clear to
someone out.
28 right, clear to land, 408 Charlie Alpha.
Cherokee 840 Tango number 2, runway 28 right, clear to Django.
Number 2 for 28 right, clear to go 8401
That's
takeoff.
our traffic.
172 Romeo Whiskey number 3, runway 28 right, clear to Django, traffic 3 mile final for the Prowler runway at 2,270.
28 right, number 3, 72 Romeo Whiskey.
Alright.
Should be good.
Alright. Yeah, we're good.
I shouldn't be putting any flaps yet though, right? Because we're too far away. Do we?
It wouldn't hurt to, but you know, I wouldn't care if you didn't put it, if you chose not to put them in.
I see the traffic.
There's the
over
traffic
there.
on the parallel right there.
I see that one.
Watch your speed, your nose is really high. Just nose down to the 70. Looks like we're just a tad high on glide path. Not too bad though.
Montgomery Tower, 26 November, I'll be the numbers.
Charlie Alpha, request 53.
Ticket 2. Watch 409 Charlie Alpha, runway, correction, 408.
So that runway is a little less than a mile. Imagine
left.
rubber stamping it a couple times, right? We could probably fit 2 of those runways between there and and a
number 3.
So that means we're about a 2 mile, 1.5 mile final. That's how you estimate distance.
Record, disregard,
Five.
3, 26 November.
Okay, we're gonna put flaps 20.
Tunnel 0 Charlie Foxtrot, cross runway, correction Archer 408 Charlie Alpha, cross runway 28 left in contact ground.
Still high.
Cross 28 left, contact ground 408 Charlie Alpha.
Center line. Pick the nose up at your aiming point, and that'll let the speed bleed off to 65. If you need pitch trim, use pitch trim if you need it. We're sinking a little bit, aiming point's way down here. Lift the aiming point up to the piano keys. There you go. 65 knots, a little power. Drive at your aiming point.
There you go. Aiming to 8.
We want to touch down on 28, so aim a little before that.
Sorry, who was that?
8401 Tango.
Ticket 401 Tango, approved as requested.
A little bit too high here.
Watch 409 Charlie Alpha,
Round
contact
out.
SoCal departure,
A little
124.35.
lower.
124.35 for SoCal departure, 409 Charlie
Not bad,
Alpha.
not bad. Flaps up. Stabilize, full power, carbon read. 55, rotate.
I'm rotating. I was high there.
You were good until short final, then you lifted the aiming point further down the runway, and that's what started bleeding your speed off, so you have to continue to drive to
drive
the runway.
down.
Yeah, you gotta keep the drive going to the aiming point. But you were well within the realm of, like, you had the amount of energy to make the landing good. It was a good landing. What you could have done to make it slightly better is just a little more flare, and you would have slowed down
flare.
just right at the last second. A little more flare, maybe fly one foot off the ground for an extra second to bleed off a little more airspeed, and then let it touch down. Okay, yeah, let's go a little bit this way for a second. Give it some space.
Okay.
All right.
And now.
I got him in sight. Just keep it coming. Oh, he's departing the area.
Okay, I was wondering, like, that's...
Tower 2 Romeo Whiskey, whenever you're able to fit us in, we'd like to do some short approaches.
2 Romeo Whiskey, short approach for runway 28 right, clear touch Tango.
28 right, clear, touch and go, short approach, 2 Romeo Whiskey.
Okay, carbine on. Gas both, undercarriage, make sure props to civets. Checklist complete.
Slightly converging a little bit out.
Okay, beam the numbers, right?
Beam the numbers, go ahead and
idle.
cut your power idle. I'll let you judge the turn this time, but you're probably going to go out at least 10 to 20 seconds. Go ahead and cut the power. Best glide. Keep going out though, don't turn yet. This maneuver is a very much visual estimation. So lots and lots
Report
of
mission, whiskey now current wind 2706 out.
frequently looking back at your spot.
I think that's it. Right?
All right, go for it. Let's see.
Oh, losing airspeed.
65. Don't stretch the glide until you're like 3 feet off the runway. Then you can stretch the glide, but otherwise hold best glide all the way down. What do you think, high or low?
A little bit high.
All right, flaps 10.
Flaps down.
And square your turn. Don't go direct. Flaps, what do you think, 20?
Yeah, let's go with 20.
Yeah, let's go 20. Nose down low.
Nose down. Okay.
All right, this might work out.
Trick 84, correction, Trick 2226, number 2, following Cessna short final runway 28 right to clear
This
touch.
is looking pretty good to me. Now, without an engine, it's normal to be on a steeper glide path, right? Because we don't have an engine, so this is actually looking perfect. I would not put any more flaps in. Just hold 65. In fact, we're going to be short. So once we get to the ground, when we're 5 feet, put full flaps. When we're 5 feet off the runway, put full flaps in. Little lower, little lower. All right, fly level, flaps full, and look, that's going to balloon us. See that?
Oh wow.
Yeah, keep flying. Hold it off as long as you can. Hold it off as long as you can. All right, flare, 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 flare. All right, flaps up. Full power, carburetor heat on. So you can see how throwing the flaps in the last second, just push the nose down and fly it 2 feet off the ground, and it'll boost you another like three or 400 feet.
Got traffic up there.
All right. Too close for missiles, switching to guns. Traffic removed.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Get traffic turned on. There's the audible announcement. We lost TIS, Traffic Information Service. That's based on ground station, so it's back now. Alright, 900 feet, clear right rudder. Just a tad, Clear. Alright, clear.
This 172 Romeo Whiskey short approach group, runway 28 right to clear touch angle.
Clear touch and go to Romeo Whiskey.
You gotta mention the runway number.
Oh yeah.
28 right. Alright, 1,400 feet. We're probably a little close to the runway, so just widen out a little bit. Now this is on the first dot. Usually it's normal pattern is about somewhere between the first dot and the second dot here at Montgomery.
What do you call that dot? These 4 dots right here?
Yeah, those 4 dots. That's the deviation indication. Alright, we're 100 feet high, cut power.
Cut power.
So we started off 100 feet high, best glide. Throw that trim wheel in, nose up a bunch. Best glide. Keep flying downwind. And just go airspeed, aiming point.
Aiming point. Okay, airspeed's there. Aiming point's there.
Montgomery Tower, decaf on 62 Foxtrot Tango, over to SB 4,300, Whiskey 28 right, full stop.
Cap on 62 Foxtrot Tango, Montgomery Tower, make straight in runway 28 right.
28 right, 62 Foxtrot Tango.
All right, what do you think?
High.
High, so let's start doing drag. Flaps 10, maybe go straight to flaps 20. Now just judge your height, continue judging your glide path, because if it looks short, then you can round the corner off instead of squaring the turn. This is looking good. I don't think we need any more flaps. Might be the same situation as
I think
last
it's last
time.
time, yeah.
We're maybe a tad high. We're looking better than last time.
Oh yeah, that's right, because we added 4 full flaps
Right at the end. Now we're starting to hit a sink a little bit, but you can see the aiming point's looking better than it was last time. The aiming point's further down the runway this time. don't ditch 65 knots, so just nose down to 65 knots, and then we'll add full flaps once we get 5 feet off the ground. Full flaps.
2226, number runway 28 right, clear touch.
Hold altitude, flare a little bit, pick the nose up a little bit, pick the nose up more, hold it right there. Wait, we made the threshold. Alright, flaps up, stop, full power, a little faster on the power.
And actually,
it's a difficult maneuver where, you know, I even advise you to go flaps 20, but that's a bad call on my part because we developed a little bit of a sink, and that could be just due to thermal activity or the downdraft, the downwash from the previous airplane or whatever. So that's why you always try to shoot a little bit high, a little bit long, and then right at the end, then really start, you know, then you can start doing a forward slip and adding more drag.
Because it sounded like being high is a bad thing.
You just don't want to be really, really high, because then you're going to go off the end of the runway. Let's wait till 900 feet.
Okay.
Clear. Okay, now you can turn. Clear.
Okay, clear. Going in downwind.
Government Tower, Grumman 7 Lima Zulu is ready, 28 right downwind.
Your patterns are really good and your approaches are really good. And you're getting better at the flare as well. You're getting, all the landings we've done today are quite good.
Thanks. Oh man, how long have I been doing this? Oh, picking up some wind there.
I think the ground track is kind of lagging today for some reason.
This one?
Yeah, I don't know why it was such a big angle there, but we're a little close to the runway, just widen out a little bit. See how we're...
2 Romeo Whiskey, extend downwind port to Kaplan on site, 3 mile final.
Extend downwind, 72 Romeo Whiskey.
Grumman 7 Lima Zulu, runway 28 right.
And he said to report the decathlon, so we could have included looking for traffic.
Okay.
Kaplan 2 Foxtrot Tango, traffic is holding in position.
2 Foxtrot Tango.
Where is he?
The traffic that's about to land is not a decathlon, so he's got to be somewhere out here. Come down to 1400 feet.
Yeah, 2 Romeo Whiskey. Where's our traffic now?
This is 2 Romeo Whiskey, 2 mile final.
Traffic inside 2 Romeo Whiskey.
I see him. That one over
Tower Cherokee 40904, GPS 28 right.
Okay, copy. Gas,
Grumman
undercarriage,
7 Lima Zulu, right down, runway 28 right, clear 4
seat
seconds.
switches, checklist
I'm going to
complete.
put taxi and landing light on to make us a
Kaplan
little
2
more
Foxtrot
visible.
Tango, runway 28 right, clear 2
Just
lane.
hold 1400 feet, pick the nose up a little bit.
Cherokee 2226, remember cross runway 28 left and contact ground.
Cross runway 28 left, 6 November.
Cessna 172, Romeo Whiskey, number 2 found Kaplan, runway 28 right, clear touch Tango.
Number 2.
Number 2, clear for 28 right, 72 Romeo Whiskey.
Archer 40904, Montgomery Tower, continue.
Continue.
Let's wait a second. Make sure we're not drifting in.
Rescue 3 is Mount Fortuna 1300 for Pat Charlie.
Rescue 3, Montgomery Tower.
All right, go ahead.
3028, runway tower, right 2 left turn use. Landing Pat Charlie, BH on risk.
3028, and I'd like to extend our thank you for allowing us to join the procession through your airspace this morning.
No problem, sir.
Oh, it was a fireman funeral this morning.
Oh, wow.
Not a car accident. He said, thank you for letting us join the procession.
Tower, good morning. I
Go on
was
flaps
3913
10.
Express, descending to 3800, visual 28 right.
That's 3913 extra, Montgomery Tower, continue.
Continue.
Yes, Charlotte.
Plus 172, Romeo Whiskey, traffic on left base for the parallel runway.
You could say traffic inside is
Traffic inside, 72 Romeo Whiskey.
2 Romeo Whiskey.
2 Romeo Whiskey.
Alright, 65 laps. We can do another notch.
Lap 20. That's a little bit low.
Getting pretty high.
Yeah.
23 okay for 62 Fox Tango.
Turn 2 Fox Tango, runway 23 approved, hold short of runway 28 left.
Hold short 28 left, 62 Fox
Now lift the nose up to the aiming point. Reduce power just a little bit. Too much, too much. Nose down, nose down, nose down. Now we're aiming at halfway down the runway.
Yeah.
There you go. Now we're aiming before the threshold. There you go. Now we're on glide path, so now just drive at your aiming point. The piano keys. Just a tad fast. Being fast is okay, it just means the flare has to go on longer.
Tango cross runway 28 left, in contact ground. Have you guys holding in position?
Cross 60 Fox Tango.
Trigger 40904, runway 28 right, clear 2
Hold 1 foot off.
Clear to land 28 right.
Hold it, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. Alright, good. Flaps up. Power. Carburetor heat. You can always do carburetor heat last because the power is going to get us more going first than the carburetor heat is.
Do it last.
Yeah, do it last. Do it, go from right to left. Because flaps, we need those up for takeoff.
Okay.
Power gets us going. Carburetor heat gives us just a 3% extra power.
Okay. I got to use
and if it's a go-around, like if we didn't actually land, but we had to do a go-around,
power first.
Power first,
and then notches of flaps.
Flaps 1 notch, and then carburetor heat off, and then the rest of the flaps.
Right.
Yeah, fire SQ3 Willis coming on the south side there. So it's okay?
Call and again, please.
Fire SQ3, we're okay just to come around the south side?
To 900.
Thank you so much.
900, on turn.
What time did you want to be done with by?
Let's make this
the final last one?
Yeah.
All right. Just say Tower 2 Romeo Whiskey. This will be a full stop.
Going Tower 2 Romeo Whiskey, this is going to be a full stop.
Plus 172 Romeo Whiskey, Roger, runway 28 right, clear to land. Short approach approved.
Short approach approved, clear to
Short approach approved, clear to land, 2 Romeo Whiskey.
on 28 right. Gotta remember 28 right.
Did I not say? Oh, yeah. So we're doing a short approach.
Yeah, we're gonna do a power off.
Nice.
Montgomery Tower, Sky.
Nose down.
Tango Alpha, hold short.
Remember that sight picture where the horizon should be is level for level, so we're still in a climbing attitude. Now we're in a slightly descending attitude.
Cross runway 28 left, in contact ground.
Beat. Gas.
Mike
Gas.
cross 28 left.
Prop set. Seats.
Good.
Checklist complete.
Tango Alpha, Montgomery Tower, runway 28 right, clear for takeoff, right down.
28 right, clear for takeoff, 919 Tango Alpha.
Cessna 2 Romeo Whiskey, travel departing prior travel, Cessna.
Just say 2 Romeo Whiskey.
2 Romeo Whiskey.
Tower 210 Hotel, holding short 28 right, ready VFR, straight up.
Alright, cut your power.
Be a couple minutes for arrival traffic.
Keep going outbound Diamond, then pitch up to best glide, throw that trim in.
Train number 2, following Cessna right down, runway 28 right, clear to land.
Okay, Captain, number 2, traffic not inside.
Alright, what do you think?
Yeah, this is about it.
Yep. 65 knots.
2 Romeo Whiskey, traffic left base for the parallel runway.
Looking 2 Romeo Whiskey.
Where is he?
He's on the left base for the parallel runway. Don't see him. Don't worry about him yet.
Okay.
I don't see him on the ADS-B. What do you think? High, low?
Or high.
High, flaps 10.
Not 10.
Square the turn. Square the turn. Traffic in sight.
2 Romeo Whiskey, traffic in sight. Roger.
All right, start your turn.
Way high.
Yeah, flaps 20. Flaps full.
Montgomery Tower, helicopter 7510 Echo at Mount Soledad, requesting numbers 23 with Whiskey.
Nose down, because that speed is bleeding off.
Roger, continue.
65 knots, this will do it. Just full flaps will do it. You don't need any, no slipping required, I don't think. 65 knots, yeah, it's going to be perfect. 65 knots.
This
all the
is
way
the
to
steepest landing I've ever done.
That's what the full flaps does. Might even be short.
It is short.
We can stretch it Hold it off and ground effect. Get it lower, but hold it off.
Inbound on ILS.
Flare. Hold it right there.
Come on, get down.
Yeah, that was a beautiful landing.
Verify you're just regular 5
We'll go down to the next one.
No
Mike.
other requests.
That was your best landing.
That was our best landing, man.
I'm turning off, Roger.
Light braking, please, for Mike.
Plus 172 Romeo Whiskey, turn left to Mike Cross, runway 28 left, and contact ground.
Taxi on Mike, cross 28 left. Contact ground at 2 Romeo Whiskey.
Perfect. So he cleared us to cross. We're checking that's clear to left, clear right, and we keep the momentum going. We don't want to delay and block the runway. So a little bit of power, just a tad of power. Clear left, clear right.
Left.
F210 Hotel, runway 28 right, line up and wait, traffic 6 miles an hour.
Clear the runway.
28 right, line up and wait, 210 Hotel.
Step 1 is
Stop right here.
stop right here. What's step 2?
Radio tower.
Switch to ground. Now get your checklist out. So always monitor ground, then get your checklist out. We're there. We're monitoring.
Okay, after landing, I got flaps up. Carb heat is off. Pitot heat within use. Mixture as required. Trim for takeoff. That's about right. Spawner. Okay, we're done.
All right, we're at Golf 1, going executive.
Montgomery Tower 2 Romeo Whiskey is Golf 1, taxi to executive.
212 Romeo Whiskey, Montgomery ground, taxi to executive via Hotel Juliet.
Via Hotel Juliet, 2 Romeo Whiskey.
Montgomery ground, not tower.
Roger 416.
Did I say tower?
Yeah, you said tower. He knew that you were on the right frequency though. Clear right, clear left.
123.72.
123.72, 416 Charlie Alpha.
That last landing, man. I
That was
felt that.
gold.
I felt that.
See how your goal was just to hold 1 foot off the ground?
Yeah.
And then you just held that angle and boom, it's butter. Alright, let's reduce power just slightly. Just slightly, we still need some power.
So,
That one died, but the other
yeah,
one's
that
still
was in
on.
4K, so I figured. I've never used it since I mean, she gave it to me both times for Christmas.
Yeah.
But we've always been using that. So, you know what, let's put this thing on too. But I left it at 4K.
Skyhawk 96621 Delta Hotel going to executive.
Cessna 964, taxi to executive via Hotel Juliet.
So I think we're set up for
Executive 61.
Wednesday
Okay.
for flight, and then the Saturday, I book us up for 2 hours.
Morning, Arrow.
Like around sunset, 5 o'clock, 4-ish, 4 to 6.
Okay. Oh, that's your flight with your...
With the wife.
Take in
Your
your
wife.
parking.
I'm going to the FBO. I'm not familiar with the field, sir.
You want the
Yeah, I got you.
park?
Wednesday and Friday.
Can you bring your spare headset?
To executive via Hotel
Oh, yeah, I have it in my car all the time, so
Oh, okay.
there's no way I'll forget it. I might forget to bring it from my car to the plane, but that's a short
trip.
Short trip.
Montgomery Ground, Roger 416 Charlie Alpha is ready to taxi and have whiskey.
Sure, 416 Charlie Alpha, Montgomery ground, runway 28 right, taxi via Gulf Hotel Alpha, tower frequency 125.7.
Clear right via Golf Hotel Alpha, frequency 125.7, 416 Charlie Alpha.
Boy,
It looks good out there.
Whoever keeps calling their radio sucks. They're not coming in.
I think we're taking 386 with Echo
Next time,
on Saturday.
Saturday, cool. You mean Friday? You got me booked on
Friday.
and Friday.
Yeah.
Ground Eclipse November 257 Kilo, do you read me?
257 kilos, say your request.
There it is, 2 Whiskey. We'll go a little past it.
Eclipse 257 kilo, Montgomery ground, how do you hear?